Welcome to A Slice with Dice, a place for honest conversations about the realities of education. I'm Corey Alderdice, Executive Director of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I've spent nearly 2 decades navigating the joys, challenges, and unexpected moments that come with leading schools. Each week, I'll share what works, what doesn't, and everything in between when it comes to igniting the full potential of our communities. I'm excited to share this journey with you, so let's get started. Today we're diving into a topic that marks an exciting chapter for many students and families, the college campus visit. Now, if you're a high school student or a parent helping your child through this process, you've probably heard it said that these visits are essential. But let's be real for a moment. They can also feel overwhelming. How do you ensure that you're making the most of your time on campus? How do you move beyond the surface level charm and really dig into whether this school is the right fit? For this episode, I drew inspiration from Danielle C. Marshall's The College Visit Journal, Campus Visits Demystified. It's more than a book. It's a toolkit designed to help students and families take charge of the campus visit process. So let's unpack the insights and strategies she offers and explore how you can turn a good campus visit into a great one. Now, when you step onto a college campus, it's tempting to get swept up in the scenery. Maybe it's the classic red brick buildings, the sprawling quad, or the state-of-the-art athletics facilities. It's easy to feel the pull of a picture-perfect college dream, but Marshall encourages us to pause and refocus. A campus visit is about much more than admiring the view. It's your chance to investigate, to dig into the details that can't be captured on a website or a brochure. Here's the thing. College visits are not just passive experiences where you're being sold on the school. They're active, intentional opportunities for you to gather the information you need to make a life-changing decision. The key is to approach them with curiosity and a game plan. So where do you start? Well, let's begin with preparation. A lot of people show up to campus tours hoping to absorb everything by osmosis. They assume the tour guide will hit all the key points, and by the end, they'll magically know whether this is the one. But it rarely works that way. Marshall makes the excellent point that being prepared can turn a good visit into an insightful one. So before your visit, spend some time thinking about what's most important to you in a college experience. Maybe it's the availability of certain academic programs, the size of the campus, or the culture of the student body. Whatever it is, write those priorities down. When you arrive on campus, use those priorities to guide your attention. You'll quickly see what aligns with your needs and what doesn't. Now let's talk about questions. One of the best ways to get the most out of a campus visit is to ask thoughtful, specific questions. Sure, the tour guide will cover the basics, class sizes, housing options, dining halls, so on. But don't stop there. Think about what you want to know that goes beyond the official spiel. For example, if you're interested in the arts, ask about performance spaces, studio access, or opportunities to work with visiting artists. If you're an athlete, ask about the balance between academics and sports, or how accessible coaches are outside of practice. And here's a pro tip. Don't just rely on the tour guide. Of course, they're great resources, but they're also carefully selected to represent the school in the best possible light. Take some time to chat with other students you meet on campus. Ask them what they love about the school and what they don't. You see, those candid conversations can give you a perspective you won't find in the official materials. Now, Marshall also suggests using your academic and extracurricular profile as a conversation starter. Bring a summary of your achievements and interest with you, not to show off, but to create meaningful connections with the people you meet. For example, if you're meeting with a professor or an admissions counselor, you can use your profile to steer the conversation toward opportunities that align with your passions. This approach not only helps you learn more about the school, but it also shows that you've done your homework. Now, one of the most unique insights from the College Visit Journal is the idea of engaging all 5 senses during your visit. This isn't something most of us think about, but it's so important. What do you notice when you step onto the campus? What's the energy like? Are the students gathered in groups, chatting and laughing, or is the vibe quieter and more reserved? How does the campus look, feel, and even smell? These sensory impressions can tell you a lot about whether the environment feels like a good fit for you. Another critical element Marshall highlights is note-taking. After visiting a few campuses, it's easy for the details to blur together. Was it this school or that one that had the great freshman advising program? Which dorms felt cramped and which ones seemed like a second home? To avoid mixing up the details, take notes as soon as possible, whether that's on your phone, in a notebook, or even in a tool like Marshall's journal. Write down not just the facts, but also your gut reactions. Sometimes those initial impressions are the most telling. And let's not forget about the virtual component. While in-person visits are ideal, sometimes it's not feasible to tour every campus on your list. Listen, that's okay. Virtual tours and information sessions can still provide valuable insights and demonstrate your interest. Marshall recommends treating these experiences just as you would an in-person visit. Prepare your questions, take notes, and reflect on what stood out to you. But one piece of advice from Marshall that really stuck with me is this: be yourself. It's easy to feel like you're auditioning during a campus visit, especially if you're meeting with an admissions counselor, visiting with faculty, or attending an interview. But remember, the school is also auditioning for you. These visits are about finding a mutual fit. Don't be afraid to let your personality and interests shine through. After all, the goal is to find a place where you can thrive. Not just academically, but socially and personally, too. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. The perfect college isn't the one with the most accolades or the prettiest campus. It's the one where you can see yourself growing, learning, and building the life you want for yourself. Campus visits are a chance to uncover that place, to explore the possibilities, and to trust your instincts. Danielle C. Marshall's The College Visit Journal is such a helpful resource for this process. It gives you the tools to approach visits with intention and confidence. Whether you're visiting one school or a dozen, whether you're traveling across the country or exploring virtually, remember this: you've got this. So thanks for tuning in. If you're gearing up for campus visits, I hope this episode gave you some clarity and inspiration. So until next time, happy exploring, and don't forget to take notes. A Slice with Dice is a production of the Arkansas School for Mathematics, Sciences, and the Arts. I hope today's reflection sparked some thoughts for your own journey. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe, share, and leave a review. Let's keep learning and leading together. Until next time, keep striving for growth and excellence. Thanks for tuning in.